Hey everyone, Joe here, just out on a small local trail. I thought I'd come out today and maybe try and demonstrate a way of adapting. The When you're out in the woodland, Mother Nature will not always provide you the straightest sticks, and you might not always have all the tools. So what I thought I'd do today is incorporate some of the knife techniques that Steve Armstrong and T. Stott and stuff has been shown on the Living to Learn community page, and make a kind of a swivel pot hanger. I'm not going to cut any green wood, it's not my thing, so I'm going to try find some dead wood about the place and then use this tree here behind me, see if I can swing you around, as a kind of a natural stand for my pot hanger. So I'm going to start by beaver tailing out the long stick. I'm going to cut it down, bore a hole in it, put a dowel in it. I don't know if I'll find the perfect stick, so I may have to graft some stuff. Hopefully I'll have to graft some stuff so I can show you, but come along for the build. So we're after hitting our, our first snafu in building the pot hanger. It is going to be a hinge, like this. And this will allow you to rotate it. But there's got to be an arm that comes off here and goes over here. Now, I've only been able to find branches with a fork in the top of it, with a white fork in the top of it. All beaver tailed down or broken off, like the techniques you've seen on the page. So, in order to compensate for that, what I'm going to have to do is take a Y stick here off another dead branch that I found, and I'm going to have to graft these two pieces together. So what I'm going to do is just pare down here using a stop cut, and I'm going to square this off, and I'm going to use a paracord whip to lash these together, and this will give me my hook that'll come off the back here to attach to my extension arm. So we get that done. So there you go. This is just a simple paracord wrap, and you can see where I've made a little graft, which is just a flat here and a flat here. It's not completely necessary, but it just makes tying your knots really a bit better. Like, you know, it's a bit more manageable rather than having two round pieces of wood together. And that's strong as an ox. That's going nowhere. Paracord wrap is a great one if you're looking for lashings and non-complicated lashings. It's a nice one. So what this is going to do is, now that I've created my own branch of necessity, I can put it around the tree like so, like a crook. So my next step is to graft my other branch onto here and in a pivot joint. So I'm going to show you how to do that by paring down this side and paring down this side. I have to be a little bit careful because it's extremely dead wood, so extremely brittle. So I'm going to try to give it up. So you can see I'm using the rocking motion that Steve showed in his last video. And I'm just paring down to the stop bolts. Adding a little bit more. Again, doesn't have to be pretty. I just want to get this piece as thin as possible, but without going through the timber. So we're developing a thin area. As you can see here, I just have to thin it out a bit on the back. So this is where things can usually go wrong. I got to put a hole in here, so I can either do it the slide technique and carve 45-degree angles if I'm looking for a square one, but I don't fancy that today. So I think today I'm just going to use the tip of my knife and ream it out. Looking good there. Now this is how you would normally make a bow drill divot or something along those lines. But make sure you got a good hard surface. This is, whenever I see people hurt themselves, it's usually doing something like this. So there you go. I've just flattened it out and I've made a small hole for a dowel to go through, and I'm going to whittle a dowel in a minute. I'm going to do it on the stick that I grafted, and I'll get back to you when that's done. And we're back. Cool. So we have our lower Y stick with our Kachansky / bow drill type dip and hole in our lower stick. Then we have our grafted stick, and again just measured up Kachansky bow drill divot with a hole, or I say Kachansky's bow drill divot, but in Morris Gachanski's book, he has a really good diagram of how he uses this for his bow drills, to put the cord through and give them a secure go. So it's just the only point of reference I have. If somebody knows the actual name of it, feel free to drop it in. So the next thing we need is a dowel, or a piece to go between the two. Let's see if Mother Nature will provide. Yes. Here, this'll do. Right. So, up it goes like this. Sorry for the camera work, you're attached to a tree, but you'll get the gist. I'll step a bit back. In this goes like this. Go on, you dancer. Wee. Job's a good one. I'm going to trim this up and I'll get a pot onto it and we'll have a look at it in a bit closer detail.